Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity of proposing and presenting this proposal, I would say. Basically, what are the problems we are trying to solve? I think everyone has heard Cardano being called the ghost chain somewhere for sure. And the truth is, I go to a lot of crypto live events when I can and from different blockchains and for all blockchains in common as well. And people have very little knowledge about what is happening on Cardano, about the projects building on Cardano. But for example, they have a lot of knowledge about projects with much less impact, at least in my opinion, in other blockchains such as like Solana and Polygon. And I wonder why is that? And that can be because they have institutions focused on marketing for their ecosystem, for the projects building there and showing off what they're doing. And we don't have any. In fact, you've probably seen a lot of people on Twitter and other spaces in the community asking for the founding entities to do more marketing. But I would say, in the spirit of Cardano, why not take that responsibility on your shoulders and decentralize that process? And for that, create a marketing DAO that would be here to support our projects and make them reach more people on board, more users, according to what the community believes is important. For that, we have a simple process here for you. For setting up the DAO initially, we'll be leveraging tools on Cardano from projects building on Cardano like Clarity or Summon DAO. We are actually testing them. We'll leverage marketing specialists, content creators, everyone on Cardano with some knowledge and skills and passion for marketing. And this DAO will also be used to vote on a common strategy to reach common goals and to have clear objectives for what we are delivering. And then there will be the community can propose initiatives to achieve these common goals and strategy. And projects on Cardano can also leverage this DAO and the specialists in this DAO to actually create marketing initiatives for them, leaving the projects to focus on what they do better, that is developing great technology. And of course, it can also help with the process of onboarding through education, through videos, to whatever is necessary. In terms of the team will be almost everyone, at least that's the hope, everyone in the Cardano community. Initially, I'll be setting up the DAO, but from that moment onwards, the DAO will be there and everyone will be participating, doing the tests for the DAO and making sure everything goes well. In fact, even for the proposal, we do intend to leverage people that are participating in a DAO, early adopters, to help us deliver with these tasks and be rewarded for their job, of course. Moving forward, yeah, this is our proposal. Please vote for it if you believe it's important. And we also have here a Discord. Right now we have around, I don't know, 10 people, something like that, very small. We haven't done any marketing, but people were interested and they joined. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafael. No time for question.
We've got our
Hello,
legendary
Sunny.
Sunny.
I only put my hand up because I really want to be a part of this. That's why there's no question. No, there is a question. How are we gonna run this DAO? Is it gonna be on like Discord? Like, how's the plan to engage with the community and the other and the projects that are going to be onboarding and stuff like that? Or are you gonna create a website and have it, people on board that way and interact? Because a lot of the world does not really engage on Discord, especially when it comes to serious IRL legacy businesses and the wider crypto community. Not all of them are on Discord, is what I'm thinking. So, are you going to have a website? Are you going to engage in socials? How are you going to do it?
Yeah, that's a great question. The thing is, there's a lot to consider about that because there's a lot of trade-offs. Like if you have a website, it's good because you have a place that's focused only on that. But then realistically, sometimes it's hard to make people come there to the website, participate in discussions because it's very specific. It's not in their day-to-day life. So it's not, in some ways, it's not like ideal. It's not bringing their attention, and that's not good. So that's why for that option, we are thinking in terms of discussion, in terms of group, we have the Discord. We are thinking of having also a Telegram. There are the means more common for the crypto community, let's say, and even here on Cardano. Usually people have one of both, although we know it's of course not ideal, but it's probably the best way. Besides that, we will have the DAO page itself, where you can have some proposals, drafts, and discussions like that. But for the beginning, that should be the process. In the future, of course, this should be voted by the community. But then we want to have, besides that, possibly a forum for more formal discussion. And there's Andamio that I think is a very interesting onboarding platform for DAOs, because I think onboarding is an important thing, because if you are there from the beginning, it's easy to get onboarded. But if a lot has happened, how are you going to be aware of the dynamics of what happened in the past, of the results? And I think, for example, having an onboarding platform like Andamio could help with that. But those things, honestly, is going to be voted by the DAO. That's the purpose of the DAO, to have everyone chime in and say what they think. So I don't want to make promises, but I can put those ideas out for the community to vote. And if they happen or not, it's a community vote.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you for that. And I guess so. I got a follow-up question is, a lot of DAOs have tokens, right? Are you gonna deploy a token for this DAO, or how are you thinking about getting that engagement and getting the excitement, and how do they become a part of the DAO? Yeah.
Yes, that is part of the proposal, and that is one of even the many funding mechanisms we'll have. We'll initially launch a token, an NFT in this case, for the participation of the DAO. The token will have probably a small cost that goes to the treasury, and that will help fund these projects and proposals. And I think the incentive for people to get the token is that at the end of the day, if we do increase the adoption of our projects, the adoption of Cardano, it will reflect also on the price. So we'll actually get long-term benefits on that. And you also have the benefit of having a saying on how things will go, and the benefit of being able to create your proposals and participate with your initiatives in the marketing.
Beautiful. Okay. I just want to say that I think it's very important what you're doing, because the one way to differentiate our chain, Cardano, the whole community and everyone building on it, is the real world impact and the IRL use cases of Cardano. Is the only thing that's the biggest differentiator between Cardano and every other chain out there, right? And if we're not getting the project out there in the real world, then it's never going to have the adoption that we want. So those 1 billion new users that Charles was talking about, that can only come if they know that we exist. So this is very important. Well done. So the one final question is, the funding for this Catalyst round, what's that going towards? Is it towards the setup? Like, how far have you got with this idea?
Yes, the fund is exactly towards the setting up everything necessary, but there's also some marketing efforts included in the funding, but more marketing efforts to bring people initially to the DAO from the community, and not so much the outreach that we want to do outside of Cardano. That's the goal of the DAO afterwards. And also business development efforts to connect directly with the companies, to be aware of these initiatives, to see how they can leverage it, and hopefully partner with them to benefit them at the end of the day. But of course, it also has probably like a cost for them if we need the funding. But yeah, that's it, to create a relationship of value between the companies and the DAO. So it's basically the cost for setting everything up, and then it should be good to run.
Okay, I hope I haven't taken everyone else's question time. If you've got community questions, please ask them. But Rafael, this is awesome. And you know what? I hope you get the funding. But if you don't, I can still help you, because I spoke about the TM1, T-1 token launchpad, decentralized one, first one on Cardano. This is going to be launching in March. So I can help you with launching on there as well. So don't worry about it. If you don't get it, you'll be fine.
Thank you, Sunny. That's great. Thank you. And for your questions as well.
Any more questions from the participants? If there aren't, Rafael has also very comprehensively answered the questions from the community. So please have a look if you would like to see Rafael's comprehensive answers to the questions. Other than that, I could say great job, Rafael.
Thank you.